Hey everyone, welcome to Malaysian tier list. Today, we'll be reviewing Malaysian Nasi Goreng. Nasi Goreng is basically fried rice. Almost every rice-eating culture in Asia has its own version of fried rice. Even our neighbor from Konoha is famous for theirs. However, today we'll only be talking about the Nasi Goreng I've tried here in Malaysia. If there are any that I've missed and absolutely must try, please let me know in the comments. I actually started recording this video halfway before realizing that you probably couldn't see which Nasi Goreng I was ranking. So I stopped the recording, put in a bit more effort, and made labels for all of them. Please take a moment to appreciate my effort. It wasn't easy, but I did it for you guys, all 10 of my subscribers. I am keeping the tiers simple today because I got confused the other day. S is best, A is excellent, B is good, C is not good but not bad, and D is bad. Remember, food is subjective, so if I put your favorite in a lower tier, don't come for me, but do tell me why you love it. This is all about sparking a conversation, not starting a war. Feel free to rank your own and share it in the comments. Link will be in the description. First up, we have Nasi Goreng Belacan. If you don't know what belacan is, it's basically fermented shrimp paste. Now, I'm going to rank Nasi Goreng Belacan at B tier. It's good, don't get me wrong. But most of the time, I don't really taste the belacan unless I'm really paying attention. And when I do, it tends to overpower the entire dish. Maybe that's the point. Belacan is strong and bold after all, but it's just not my favorite. It's got that punch, but sometimes I feel like I need a more balanced flavor profile to truly enjoy it. Next on the list, we have Nasi Goreng Cendawan. Cendawan stands for mushroom. I hope I'm not offending anyone, but I'm going to put it in the C tier for Cendawan. To me, it's just boring, and you don't really taste the mushroom, as most of the time they use oyster mushrooms, which tend to get quite mushy when they're fried. Maybe I'd enjoy it more if they added different types of mushrooms to give it a more complex, earthy flavor profile. Moving on, we have Nasi Goreng China. China means Chinese, but other than looking a bit like basic Chinese fried rice, it tastes nothing like it. I have to put it in the D tier. I'm really perplexed as to why anyone would order it after trying it for the first time. The frozen peas and carrots make it even worse. Also, I've seen this Nasi Goreng China powder in the supermarket, and I'm really confused. When we fry rice, don't we just use soy sauce, salt, MSG, and pepper? So, what's this powder for? Is it just a combination of those ingredients? Anyone who has used it, please enlighten me in the comments. Now, let's talk about Nasi Goreng Ikan Masin. Ikan Masin is salted fish, and if you still don't know what salted fish is, where have you been your whole life? Just kidding. I'm going to rate this at a B tier. It's good, but it could be better. I think it's quite similar to how I feel about Nasi Goreng Belacan. The taste is good, but I don't really taste the salted fish most of the time. Maybe only in some shops where they use slightly bigger chunks of salted fish. Coming in next, we have Nasi Goreng Kambing. Kambing is goat meat, so basically fried rice with goat meat. I personally like this a lot, so I'm going to put this in the A tier. It's not getting the S because the meat from some shops can be a bit on the tougher side, which makes it chewy and breaks the mouthfeel of fried rice. Earlier this year, Nasi Goreng Kambing was apparently ranked 48th in the top 100 worst foods in the world. That's just stupid. I guess it's ranked by the same people who might think chicken rendang should be crispy. Up next, Nasi Goreng Kampung. It loosely translates to village-style fried rice, I guess. Nasi Goreng Kampung is my personal favorite. Usually, this is my go-to order when I'm craving fried rice. It's simple, yet complex. Every ingredient is perfectly balanced, and it's just an overall hearty, satisfying meal. Needless to say, S tier. Let's move on to Nasi Goreng Kerabu. Kerabu refers to a Malaysian-style herb and vegetable salad. It's basically fried rice infused with kaffir lime leaves, lemongrass, bunga kantan, torch ginger flower, and sometimes mint. I really like this too. so I'm giving it an S tier. What sets Nasi Goreng Kerabu apart is its ability to cut through the greasiness of fried rice with the refreshing tang of the fragrant, zesty flavors from the kerabu. It's not my usual order because not all shops serve this, but when they do, I'll always give it a try. And now we have Nasi Goreng Ladna. Ladna, I think, is derived from the Thai Chinese noodle dish, Radna. I personally don't like Nasi Goreng Ladna because I'm not a fan of having sauce with my fried rice. For me, fried rice is all about that perfect balance of crispy rice and savory seasoning. The sauce in Nasi Goreng Ladna changes that dynamic. It makes the rice softer and wetter. I prefer the more traditional dry fried rice style where the rice itself stands out, rather than being drenched in a sauce. D tier. Let's move on to Nasi Goreng Mamak, a delicious variation of fried rice inspired by the bold flavors of Malaysian Indian Muslim cuisine. This is one of my go-to orders whenever I dine at a mamak stall. The familiar smoky, charred aroma of the fried rice, paired with the rich, earthy notes of curry powder, creates a distinct spicy and flavorful experience. Without a doubt, I'd rank it an A tier. Following that, Nasi Lemak Goreng is a creative twist on the classic Nasi Lemak, but I'd rank it a B tier. While it's flavorful, the sambal often loses its punch during the frying process, and the coconut aroma tends to be less pronounced. The crispy anchovies and peanuts, while great, don't integrate as well with fried rice as they do with plain rice in the original dish. It's still a comforting and hearty option, but not my first pick compared to other fried rice varieties or even the classic nasi lemak. Let's now dive into Nasi Goreng Paprik. Similar to Nasi Goreng Ladna, it's just too saucy for me and I prefer my fried rice dry. I'll put it a tier higher than Ladna at C tier though because the sauce is better for me, I guess. Next up, we have Nasi Goreng Pattaya, the Malaysian version of omurice. It's essentially fried rice wrapped in a thin omelette. I'd give it an A tier. It's a comforting and enjoyable dish, especially for me during my university days. Fun fact, despite being named after Pattaya, Thailand, it's rare to find this dish there. After visiting Pattaya, I was surprised by the, shall we say, attractions and the lack of Pattaya fried rice. I even asked some Thai friends and they confirmed the same. On the menu next, Nasi Goreng Pattaya, a bold fried rice dish featuring patai or stink beans, known for its strong bitter flavor. I'd rank it B tier. It's an acquired taste due to the intensity of patai, but it offers a unique and savory experience for those who enjoy bold flavors. The patai adds crunch and pairs well with spicy sambal, though it may not appeal to everyone. If you're a fan of patai, it's a flavorful choice. Moving forward, Nasi Goreng Tom Yum. This fiery, tangy fried rice variation is inspired by the famous Thai Tom Yum soup. Infused with lemongrass, kaffir lime, and spicy chili, it delivers a bold punch. I'd rank it A tier. The combination of sour and spicy flavors with smoky fried rice creates a satisfying, exciting taste. The kick from the tom yum ingredients gives it a unique twist, setting it apart from regular fried rice. If you love bold, spicy, and tangy dishes, this one's a must-try. Up next, Nasi Goreng Tuhau. I actually had this during my trip to Sabah. If you're unfamiliar with Tuhau, it's a wild ginger found in Borneo, often pickled, with a unique aroma similar to galangal. When I had it, it was extremely delicious, so I'd have to rank it S tier. Much like Nasi Goreng Kerabu, the Tuhau cuts through the greasiness of the fried rice, adding a refreshing, bold flavor that really elevates the dish. It's a unique and flavorful experience I definitely recommend. And finally, we have Nasi Goreng USA. Until now, I've always been confused by the name. I thought it referred to the United States, like our take on American-style fried rice, similar to Nasi Goreng China. However, a few years ago, I was told that USA actually stands for udang, sotong, ayam, shrimp, squid, and chicken. But honestly, I feel like I've been lied to because I've only ever had Nasi Goreng USA with beef in it. I'd rank it B tier. It's saucy and flavorful, a step up from Nasi Goreng Paprik, and I'd consider it a luxury fried rice. It's satisfying, but not as iconic as other varieties. And that's it for our ranking. Thanks for joining me as we went through all these variations of nasi goreng. I hope this sparked some cravings or gave you new ideas to try. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments and let me know if you agree with my rankings or if there are any other nasi goreng styles I missed. Until next time, happy eating and selamat makan.